I guess we'll just spend 90 minutes on Bog. Yeah, probably. Okay, so last time I reacted to a Bog video, people got very annoyed in my comments. Like, why are you being mean to him? Why be mean to him? He's just learning. Now, the reason why I was so critical of the way the Bog handled the Hyperland video is he did every single thing except for reading the Hyperland wiki. Until, like, maybe 20, 30 minutes into the video before actually reading the wiki. Now, if you want to learn Vim, and you legitimately want to learn Vim, the very, very first thing you do, ignore anything else people might tell you. What you do is you go into Vim or go into Nvim and write :Vim tutor, not tutot. Do not write it like that because that won't work. Oh, is it Nvim tutor in this one? Wait. What is it? Is it not Vim tutor? Wait, what's the command? I thought it was Vim tutor. Wait, am I stupid? Is it not actually... Is the command not Vim tutor? Wait, I actually might be stupid. Wait, is Nvim different? Nvim tutor. You should be able to... Do I not have Vim tutor installed somehow? Oh, wait, that's why. That's why. The command is different in Nvim. Okay, here we go. Take back what I said. Here we go. There we go. In regular Vim, you run Vim tutor. In Neovim, it's slightly different. This is what you do. You open up Vim tutor, and you read. Before you do anything else, you open the file, and you read. It'll tell you all of the basic stuff you need to know. It's even in, like, an environment where you can test stuff, and there. If you're doing anything else, you are wasting your time. We'll see what he does. Let's see.
Vim is a text editor, just like Notepad. But when I open it, I can't type anything. Why?
True.
Because it uses a different typing philosophy that's been admired by many software developers, and still even today, different typing philosophy that's been
VS Code, Visual Studio's that high? Oh, that's rough. I'm not a giant Visual Studio fan. IntelliJ, I like IntelliJ. I like that entire suite. Notepad++ being that high is kind of wild, though. Let me go over to just chatting. Here we go. Notepad++. Android Studio is just IntelliJ, but with an Android emulator in it. PyCharm, same thing. Neovim's lower? Really? Eclipse. Nano. Who are these nano programmers? I want to know, please, if you know a nano programmer, I want to know them. I want to speak to them.
Admired by many software developers, and still even today, after its release in 1991, it has a massive cult-like following. That's their official website. The reason?
It's a great website.
Typing with Vim means you don't need to move your hands anywhere else but the middle of the keyboard, which makes it a lot more fun to type.
I will grant him this one. This is a meme that Vim people like to say. It's not really that extra beneficial because of it, but you know, Vim people like to say it, so it's I understand how you get that yourself as well.
Supposedly. So let's test it out. Now, the only thing I know about coding is how to create animations with Python using a library called Manim. And for doing that, I've always used Visual Studio Code. What is this animation? Interesting. I'm not sure where I use this one. Anyway, so instead of using Visual Studio Code, I'm going to try to use Vim to create one of these animations. Now, obviously, we're going to need an animation to create. So I'm going to whip that up first. Should look like a shield. Stroke color white. Maybe slightly thicker. Cool. Let's quickly yoink a color palette. Coolers. Pretty good website for color palettes. Oh, that does look pretty good. Let's put the colors here. Lapis lazuli. Oh, this one's from Minecraft. Color is not subscriptable. Oh, colors. Let's
wait, are we just doing a
Looks
Manim
terrible. Okay,
video?
this is the
Okay,
animation I'm
sure.
going with. It's like a
In
shield,
VS
probably.
I
Wait,
thought this was a Vim video.
There you go. Now there's a shield, and then it transforms into yoink. Yep, that's what we're going to be creating. So instead of using VS Code for this, I want to recreate the exact same thing inside of Vim. And this brings me to my first roadblock.
Will you just copy and paste it?
Which is that I have absolutely no clue about how to even get started with it. How to use Vim. Stack Overflow. You can simply type Vim into the terminal to open it and start a new file, okay? Vim has different modes. Unlike most editors you have probably used.
This Stack Overflow answer is bad. Let's let's go to Google right now. Learn Vim. You know what? I will grant the fact that these resources are horrendous. Unless you know about Vim Tutor, I guess it is pretty difficult to accidentally come across it. He used Vim in the Hyperland video, so he does know. He is a... Yes, well, no, he used Nano in the Hyperland video. He opened Vim in the video. If you look at some of the spots, he has Nano open, like, on the same terminal.
Ooh, you begin in normal mode, which is where you'll spend most of your time once you're familiar with Vim. To return to normal mode after changing to a different mode, press escape. Okay, sounds pretty simple. It's a good idea to map your caps lock key to escape, as it's closest and nobody really uses the caps lock key. Oh, I already have my caps lock key remapped. Not to escape though. To save your file, ensure you're in normal mode.
What else? Wait, what do you get your... Maybe it's like tab or something? I don't know.
So I have to press escape and then enter the command :W. To save and exit, use :X. Okay, so let's...
Again, this is why it's always good to direct someone to Vim Tutor.
Open the terminal and do Vim. Whoo! Make it a little bigger. Where's the text? Okay, there was some text and it disappeared. So I'm assuming that now I am in normal mode. Can I type in hello? No, I can't. Escape. Okay. And to quit, I should do :Q. Enter. No write since last change. Add exclamation mark to override. Do I just... What's E? Oh, as soon as I try to resize the window, the text goes away. Noted. So
that might be an iTerm thing. Actually, wait, hold up. Is that an iTerm thing? A thing? Let's see if NVim does it actually. If I do... Wait. Yeah, that's that's a iTerm thing. Okay, fair enough.
And Q.
iTerm's weird.
No write since last change. Do I just press enter or exclamation mark? Enter. No previous command. Interesting. So how do I now go back to my terminal? Do I do this, Q and exclamation mark? Oh, yes. Okay. Already professional. And maybe I can use my immense terminal knowledge to also create a new Python file through the terminal. Because the first thing I need is to create a Python file like this one with an extension .py so that I can go in...
That's a way to search on a... I've not used Mac in God knows how long. Like, Snow Leopard.
Side of it and start writing the Python code. Okay, so if I remember this correctly, CD is for CD's nuts. Sorry, I mean change directory. And right now I'm in my home folder. So I'm going to do CD. And then let's create this Python file inside of something like downloads. So I'm going to CD into downloads. And to create a file, I think I need to use the touch command. Touch yoink.py. Boom. Okay, and now if I want to see everything that's inside of my downloads folder, I can do ls, which means list. And it should list all the files. Operation not permitted. Great. So what if I go into my...
Max weird. Why can't you... Wait, is that why can't you ls your download? What? Mac can't ls downloads. Okay, let's see. I can't ls documents... Put terminal.app in security and privacy full disk access. Macs are fucking weird. Macs are fucking weird. Okay.
Normally,
I can't even fault him for this one. Like that's just a macOS issue.
Yoink.py file. Now I'm not sure why the ls command doesn't work, but it probably has to do with permissions so that random programs don't sniff around inside my file system. So let's actually delete this from downloads. Oh. I should have done it through the terminal. And let's create it somewhere else. So to go back, I'm going to do cd cd space ...
Correct.
Yes, then pwd to print working directory, which should be my home folder. Woohoo, look at that terminal knowledge.
Well, you already knew what your working directory was because it was right here. That's what this little squiggly is.
And let's ls here to see what we have here. I guess I can clear this and just create a new folder inside my home folder. So to create a new folder, I think I need to do mkdir for make directory, and I'm going to say yoink. Okay, and now if I ls, we have the yoink folder here inside of my home folder.
God, it's so weird to me that people there are people actually I obviously he's doing it because it's like loading the terminal. But it's so weird to me that they're actually like professionals that use ls and cd for everything instead of just using a terminal file manager. Like, obviously it's one thing if you're on a server and it's like you can't install stuff, but on like a home system, I don't understand why anyone wouldn't use the terminal file manager.
Inside of my home folder, there it is. There's the new folder. Beautiful. Let's put it to the side. And so next I'm going to do touch yoink.py, which should create a empty Python.
Not in the folder, no.
File inside of this folder.
No.
Oh, I just created this folder, but I didn't go inside of it. So now it created this file inside of my home folder. Yes, there it is. So now
what is Richie sent me? Picture of the game. Is this working workspaces? What are we looking at? Oh, new desktop UI. Ooh, can I show this picture or not? Let me know. I don't know if you're sending me this while I'm streaming. I assume you're watching the stream.
Go inside here. I first need to change directory into yoink and then touch to create the file.
I don't think he's watching the stream actually.
Yoink.py. Yes. Okay. This is going well already.
There you go. We spent 5 minutes not even doing Vim.
Create a Python file through the terminal. So
people say that
open this file. Now I assume I still need to be inside of this directory or a folder where the Python file is. So I'm going to do vim yoink.py. Boom.
Well, you could also do like yoink /yoink.py. That's also an option. You start without me. I did.
Here. Okay, now how the hell do I type something? Is it going to be the insert mode, which is entered with A for append after cursor? Okay, so if I put in A, insert. Okay, can I do from manim import snowflake? I guess that's working. Okay, so I guess let's just write the code. Def construct self. Wait, no. Class yoink C.
Wait, I wonder if he's gonna get to Vim plugins.
Def construct self. This essentially tells manim to create a new scene or a new animation file, and what's underneath is what I want to create. So let's add some simple text on the screen. Text yoink, and then I also have to tell it to play something on the screen. So self.play, write, and T to write out the text. Okay, so let's escape this. Okay, and then I need to save and exit with colon
Yo,
X.
Richie,
Okay, enter.
Can
So
I show
now if I
that
go here, inside of the folder,
can I show that UI
open
picture on
this
stream?
Python file with text edit, I should see this. Yes. Now the question is, how do I turn this code into an actual animation that I can see on the screen?
Yes, you can. Yeah, I didn't want to show him just in case I couldn't. It does look really cool. This is going to be super cool when it's actually done.
For how to run code in Vim. When you're writing some code,
I know people are, I will grant you this one as well. I will grant you this one as well. There's a lot of people who think, well, they treat Vim like an IDE, not a text editor, right? Like, you're used to being able to run code in your development environment, whereas in Vim, you're just the text editor part. The running the code is a separate thing, and you want to be able to, like, make scripts and things like that.
In the terminal with Vim, how do you run it? Exactly. I use the built-in terminal in a split. I'm kind of shocked that I'm the first to say
Oh god, no, they're sending him down some weird routes. Oh no.
this. I do the same thing. I usually background Vim with Control-Z, run my code tests, and F.
That's actually a good way to do it. I like that answer. I usually do, like, when I was programming in Vim, I just had a second window open. Like, I just coded here and ran code here. Like, there's no point, like, doing fancy shit. Just open a second window. It's way easier than remembering any commands to run.
If I've had the foresight to run it in tmux, what is tmux? Tmux is a terminal multiplexer that allows you to manage multiple terminal sessions with a single terminal window. Okay, so I can just open a new terminal window like this, right? And then switch between them like so. Nice.
Yeah, iTerm has built-in multiplexing.
Okay, but how do I run the file? How to run Python file in Mac terminal. You need Python installed on your system. That's good. Then you can run this into terminal in the correct directory. Python gameover.py. Oh, I don't even need to search for this. I can just use the manim command. Oh, I have a whole course about this. How did I forget?
Okay. You know, I don't like it when the videos intentionally spend like 5 minutes like nonsensing around about like stuff you already know. Like, you know how to, you have a course on running on this library. Like, you know how to run Python from the terminal. Like, you understand this already. Okay, sure. Now I understand how the video's 45 minutes long.
Then I need to say the file.
Dude is a troll. He is.
The name of my scene, which I completely forgot how I named. So let's go into the yoink folder on this other terminal and open the yoink.py file with Vim once again. And I called this scene yoink with a capital Y, of course. Boom. Let's go. It's working. The file is ready at this place. So I'm going to press Command-Shift-G on Mac, which opens this window and lets me paste in a path.
Apparently it does.
Doesn't look like a path. I don't think it copied it very well. Wait, if I do this, will it become bigger?
Oh, it's
I can't just copy this path from the terminal.
Oh, fucking item. Fucking item right here. It's splitting it across 2 lines and it won't merge it over. And you can't like copy a link because item sucks. Breeze cursors on Mac?
Great. Okay, let's quit Vim and let's find that folder inside of the terminal to make it look super cool. And there it is, yoink MP4. Let's actually go there normally, much faster. Here's the animation file.
Is that a breeze? No, that's not a breeze cursor. No, that's not breeze. It's definitely not the Mac cursor theme, but it's definitely not breeze either. I'll show you the breeze cursor. It looks like breeze, I will grant you that. Breeze is a slightly... No, Breeze has this, like, flared out bit. That's a flat angle. It's not Breeze. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely not Breeze.
How do I open it through the terminal? Do I just yoink.mp4? Open yoink.mp4? Yes. And... phenomenal stuff. Okay,
beautiful.
So one more thing that I want to do is to somehow make it highlight my code like this. Inside of VS Code, everything is nice and color-coded. So for example, a string is color red, a variable is this blue color, and I like that. So let's see if we can do this inside of Vim.
You can.
We start creating that animation. Vim.
This is something that isn't explained in Vim Tutor. At least I don't think so. Also, if you want to know what I have here, this is a piece of the... I got carpet. I got like shaggy carpet. So I've got like plastic mats. Part of it broke off, so now I'm just fiddling with the plastic.
Color highlighting. The permanent procedure is as follows for Vim. Edit this file by typing the command.
The correct solution is you go to YouTube and look up a video on how to do so.
This. Okay, let's open a new terminal tab, paste this in. Okay, append the following options. Syntax on. Save and close the file. Test it by running vim command foo.sh. Okay, so to append I press A and then type in syntax on, then :X to save. And now if I go into my yoink folder and open the yoink.python file with vim, yes, there is highlighting. Okay, beautiful. A for append, and then I'm going to delete this. Wait, I can't undo.
Default Vim highlighting is not great. If you're going to use Vim highlighting, I would always install some plugins, but it works.
How to undo in Vim. Any character typed in normal mode will be interpreted as a Vim command. Press U,
exactly.
or undo to undo the last change. So :U, wait, escape, okay. One more thing.
Oh, you didn't save it. Okay, you luckily didn't fuck that up. Grovebox. Fuck Grov. I hate Grovebox so much.
Thing I noticed is that I can't delete by holding Option and then backspace, or Control and backspace on Windows. If you do this, it lets you delete word by word, so one word at a time. Obviously, this makes it much faster, so I want to figure that out as well. How to delete word by word? Vim. DW to delete a word. So, okay, say I want to delete the word yoink here. I would have to press Escape to escape the insert mode, and then do DW. Wait, D does something. Whoa. Colon U, colon U. I undid a bunch of stuff. The letter D does something. If I press it, not sure what it did. Okay,
it
what
deleted
if I do
a word.
DW? Boom. Not an editor command. Okay, no problem. A to go to insert mode, and then if I go here, shift.
I do think it is definitely a weird idea to work with Vim when you're used to commands that have, I guess, more intelligence about what you're doing, right? Like in Vim, it's very, very, how would you say it? Like, traditional in the way it handles commands, right? Like, the change word command changes the word from your cursor position, but you might be used to changing a word based on the context of what a word is, right? So I can definitely see how someone would trip up on that. Because, like, you know, I'll just bring it up. It's easier to explain like this. Like, if I write hello world. So if we change word or delete word from here, that deletes it from the cursor position. But if we go back to the start of the word and delete the word, it deletes it from there. But in something that's a bit smarter, you can very easily work out that if there's a space between what looks like a word, this whole thing is a word. So more advanced editors would treat the entire thing like a word. And I believe you can do that in Vim with some fancier commands anyway. Just not with the basic stuff. DW. No, of course it doesn't work. Okay, let's try this again. Delete word after or around cursor in Vim. DAW, delete the word under cursor. CAW, delete the word under the cursor, and put U in insert mode. Ooh. So now, oh yeah, there you go, DAW.
Now I'm in the normal mode. I press A to go into insert mode. I move to this word. I press escape to escape the normal mode, and then CAW to delete the word.
No.
CAW without that. Yes. And now I'm again inside of the insert mode, and I can type a different word or the same word. Okay, this is definitely different from VS Code. Let's explore some more of these commands.
What do you think of screenshot? I think the game's looking really good. I think it's coming along really well. I'm curious to see what it's like when, you know, it's actually like all there and, you know, the full game is done.
Actually going to save them somewhere so that I don't forget.
Oh, here we go. Ah, now we're really learning Vim. Now we're really learning Vim. Who's this? George Hotz. And this is the real solution. Just go watch the Primogen.
Oh, I have not even reached the tip of the Vim iceberg yet. So
no,
turns out you can actually copy with Y and then paste with P, probably. Also, what the hell are Vim keys?
Probably. This is, yeah, I always change the way buffers work in Vim so you can actually copy and paste from sensible locations.
Wait, how did he highlight stuff?
So I can press W, and you'll notice that it's like highlighting as it's going.
I can highlight with W, or can I? W just jumps to the next thing.
Why don't you watch the video that you're talking about?
Ooh, jumps to the next thing. So how do I select stuff? V, lowercase, begins regular visual mode, and we're...
He was literally watching the video and just like didn't pay attention to the video. Your alias Neovim to just V? Yes, because I don't want to write Neovim because I'm lazy.
Works similar to selecting text with a mouse. Use H and I, or this is L, to expand the selection
yeah,
left
fonts are weird.
and
That's
right
L.
to include more words. Okay, so first I need to press V, visual, and then J and L to select. J selects forward and K selects backwards. Okay, so we've entered the visual.
No, J selects... No, it's not forwards and backwards. It's up and down. Do you have Global Clipboard working under... or Vim Global Clipboard working under Wayland? Yes.
maybe, and just maybe, I should look for a Vim tutorial. For noobs. Now I must say, if you're watching this, chances are you care about your productivity, which is just being able to do what you want to do in a shorter amount of time. And whether you're a working professional or have your own business,
was that a magic mouse?
In a shorter amount of time. And whether
it is a magic mouse. Ooh, gross. Gross. Hey, did you know a new magic mouse came out and they put the charger on the bottom again? Or the charging port on the bottom again? Twice. 2 times. 2 times. Their engineers have made the worst mouse known to man. Also, bro, I mean, can you yank/paste in Vim and copy it to the clipboard? So you want this? And then, like that? And then, I guess we'll, open here. Yeah. No issue. No issue at all. To be fair, it was included in the price of the Mac. Why is the port on the bottom? Why is the port on the bottom? You know what? I would not be surprised if Apple eventually does. I don't know how I have it working, by the way. It just works. I don't think I ever did anything to make it work. I don't remember. I would not be surprised if Apple eventually releases a $200 charging mat and then does wireless charging for the Magic Mouse.
You're a working professional or have your own business.
Oh, maybe it's WL Clipboard.
Yes. To unleash that
make sure you have that installed.
Organized. I bet you're a bit like me and you love to be organized, but you rarely are. And to help you with that, I want to introduce Akiflow, this video sponsor. They've recently rolled out the rituals feature, which allows you to plan out your day and review it at the end. Down here, you can select
update your Chrome,
and you'll be able to see your inbox that includes stuff from the different apps you connect.
Update your Chrome.
To Akiflow, for example, Slack or email, and on the right, you'll be able to create tasks that you want to do for the day. I like to leave some empty space when I plan out my day to account for all the things I didn't expect to happen, but I always try to do at least 1 non-negotiable hour of working on YouTube videos and either meditating or learning something new. So I
should meditate a lot more. I used to meditate every single day and then I just got lazy.
Those on the right side. Then once the day is over, you can go back and select daily shutdown.
I'm sorry, what is in your... I want to see what's in your list here. Coffee, an hour coffee.
The day is over, you can go back and select daily shutdown, where you'll be able to review your day, seeing all the tasks
maybe it is Vim versus NVim, I don't know.
That you didn't do. This lets you view your entire day from a bird's eye perspective and see the areas where you did great and those that need more of your focus. If you've never seen all of your tasks from a bunch of different apps in one single place that lets you efficiently organize them, then Akiflow can help unlock this for you. As you saw, I'm not a huge fan of hyper-organizing every single unit of my day.
I've seen a lot of YouTuber ads. This is one of the few that I could actually see myself using.
Able to see what I did during the day, it helps me notice
Assuming
the
I plan stuff
things
more.
I waste a lot of time on. And I usually don't realize I've been wasting time on those activities if I don't pay attention. So by reviewing my day at the end of it, it helps me avoid the time wasters and I can have more time to spend
watching
elsewhere,
YouTube shorts,
gaming with friends, or spending time with my family. Now there's this absolutely killer feature called the command bar. It's like Spotlight Search on macOS, a universal search bar that can do pretty much anything within Akiflow. I love using it to quickly create and schedule tasks within my calendar. You just put in a time, click enter, and it's there. For example, if I want to create a new task in my Google Calendar,
this is a long ad.
Command K to bring up the command bar, put in the vertical slash to let it know that I want to add something into my calendar, name my task, say when, and I can tell it how long I want to do that task by putting an
The entire concept of this ad gives me anxious thoughts because none of these task management things work for me and all of them overwhelm me. I just never fill them out. That's my problem.
Sign and then saying how long. I'll do 2 hours, and once I click enter, that task is automatically added into my Google Calendar. Very fancy. You probably have also noticed the smoothness. Akiflow is a joy to use, at least for me, because I can appreciate all the playful
it better be. There's nothing happening on the
really
screen.
Intuitive design. They have a keyboard shortcut for almost everything, and once you get used to using it, it gets you organized and gets
Task Warrior for the win. True.
What? There was a kangaroo just running by. That's what we're dealing with. And if you're unsure what some of Akiflow's features can do, there's an exclusive one-on-one onboarding call you can take for the Akiflow team to help you get started and help you set up your Akiflow in minutes. If you want to check them out, I'll leave a link in the description.
Neat.
Now back to Vim. Oh, what happened here? Just a couple tutorials later, and I have a bunch of commands written down. And this only seems to be scratching the surface.
Yeah,
now,
there's a lot of stuff you can do in Vim.
Try a bunch of them, so let's
I think the real way to learn Vim isn't learning commands, it's learning what actions do. It's learning how actions function and how you can combine them, not learning individual operations.
Do that. The first one I found out is when you're in the normal mode, the one that doesn't let you type. Instead of pressing A for the insert mode and then navigating to the end of the line, you can make it do that immediately with Shift A. And now I'm at the end of the line. Now, if I want to delete this entire line, I can press Shift S and it deletes it and puts me in insert mode so that I can start typing something here. Now, I want to undo, so I escape and press U on my keyboard. Professional. Anyway, I also learned
what got you started to use Vim? It looks cool. I am not proficient with Vim at all. I am awful at using Vim. But I just don't like Nano. That's honestly the main reason for it.
Combine multiple commands together. So for example, if I enter the command mode with the colon, I can do write and quit, which is the same as X, I think. Write and quit would save this file and then quit Vim. And if I only do write, it will only write this file. And then if I do Q, it would quit. But if I do W quit, it will write and quit. Wow. Ooh, yes. When you're in normal mode, there's actually a way to delete stuff. So if I come to a letter and press X, it will actually delete it. I just pressed U to undo. And if I want to delete the entire line,
I don't understand
I can press
Nano.
D twice. DD.
I don't know how to
removes
use
the
it.
entire line. Beautiful. Anyway, instead of just going and trying to use all of these, I want to try to accomplish something. A little side quest. I've just realized that I don't actually know how to run a normal Python file, so I'm going to exit this, then I'm going to list everything in this folder. Actually, I'm going to open this folder, and I want to create...
I don't believe that for a moment. You have a course on how to use Manim. I don't believe for a second that you don't know how to run a Python command. This dude!
A new Python file here, so touch test.py should have appeared. Yes. Let's open that with vim test. And here I want to do something with Python and try to run it. Let's print out a square of snowflakes for I in range 5. Print snowflakes. And now how do I run this file?
For someone who, like, runs that off their head immediately... No.
So let's actually save and exit. And do I just do python test.py? No. Good to know. How to run Python file in terminal Mac. You can execute your file by using this Python and the name of the file. You can also run the file by moving to the path and typing in Python game over. Interesting. Python test.py. Command not found. Python. If you have Python 2 version.
VS Code doesn't bundle Python. How do you not have... What? Wait, is this another weird Mac thing? Because he was running Python commands before. I'm almost certain this is another weird Mac thing. Mac aliases Python weirdly? I see. That makes sense.
You have to run this command, but if you have Python 3 version, you have to run this command. Maybe I have the Python 3 version. Oh, good to know. And here are all the snowflakes. Beautiful.
I see. That's stupid. Macs! Why are Macs like this? On Linux, you have your system Python, which nowadays is Python 3, which is alias to Python. And then you also have Python 3.
So I learned that. I forgot how to delete files through the terminal. Rm file name. That's a dangerous command. Rm test.py and it's gone. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do is export this animation in 4K. Because right now, if I go into media and get info on this file, it's 1080p. Of course, we want
this
the
has
best
nothing to do with
quality.
Vim,
And
by
for
the
that,
way.
I need to create a config file that I know how to do in VS Code, but I don't know how to do that with Vim. Let's create a new file called manim.cf FG. Oh, that's here. And can I edit this file through Vim? Yes. Okay. Insert mode. And I need to do CLI and quality equals 4K quality. Escape to escape the insert mode, :X to save and exit. And now if I render this animation, it should be in 4K. So I'm going to say manim, then the name of the file, which is
This is
yoink.
such a weird way to
scene,
approach learning
also
Vim.
yoink, and skadoosh. Yes, there it is. It's in 4K now. There's a new 4K folder, and if I
most of this video is just him doing Manim and Python stuff. Yeah, I've noticed that.
On this file, it's in 4K. Didn't actually
4K is such a weird spelling for 4K. I did notice that. I thought maybe he'd like written a mistake. No, that's like actually I guess it's a weird library. Fun fact about Macs, if you ungit and git if you ungit and git isn't installed, it prompts it to install. If you ungit and git is... What the hell is ungit? Oh, if you run git. I see. If you run git and git isn't installed, it prompts to install Xcode. I guess that makes sense.
Use any of these keyboard shortcuts. So that was that. Let's go back into the
They want you to use their editor.
And explore some more of these. We have H, J, K, and L keys, which moves the cursor in normal mode.
It does do
that. The first time is absolutely confusing because H goes left, J goes down, K goes up, and L goes right.
What are you
and they're
about?
all placed horizontally on the keyboard. Now, why would you want to do this with these keys instead of the arrow keys? There's a good reason for that. Remember how I mentioned that Vim users like to use the keyboard, and if you type rather fast, you probably know what the home row is. It's essentially the best position where to put your fingers on the keyboard so that it's easy to reach
this is the Vim home row code.
And the J keys usually have little grooves on them so that you can find them with your index finger. And so if you type a lot of code, your hands probably rest around the home row and moving them to the arrow
Unless
keys,
you're like me and you have horrible typing form and you just like, you fucking henpeck it.
Takes just a little extra time. And that's why Vim allows you to move with H, J, K, and L keys, which are essentially right next to the
Well, no, the actual reason why, that's the Vim cope about it. The actual reason why is because of this. The system that Vi was written on, the ADM3A. Like, the fact that they have the arrow keys in the home row, that's just, this is like the idea about it being good and like better for typing is just Vim cope that takes the historical reason and then applies like some logic to it. But again, it's the thing that every single Vim user says, so I understand how you would think the same thing as well. Everyone seems to make the argument.
But getting used to this in the beginning is super hard.
It's very weird.
100% of my brain power to move here. Also, why does J go down and not up? I would have expected it to be left, up, down, right. But it's left, down, up, right. And it's insanely hard to get used to this. But if someone does get used to this, I can see how using Vim would be extremely fast. Okay, a couple more interesting keyboard shortcuts. The letter V enters visual mode, which lets you select text. And for example, now if I cut this out, DD to cut it out, I can go into the insert mode, add a new line here, then escape the insert mode and press P to paste it in. Yes. Okay. There's a random colon here. I can use X
because
to cut
you
it out. Okay. DD cuts out this line and this line and this line. And I'm doing this super slow, but I can see how someone used to Vim would be able to edit code insanely fast. Ooh, also Control-0 puts you in normal mode for just one command. So if I'm using the insert command,
yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
Control-O to go back to the normal mode and press something like the letter U to undo, and then it immediately jumps me back to insert mode, which lets me type something. That's also really useful. Ooh, yes. GG, good game.
GG.
Takes you to the top of the file, and Shift-G takes you to the end. So if I have an insanely large file, I can press GG, and it teleports me to the beginning.
The few Vim commands I actually use actively.
To the end, and I can start typing here. I still haven't figured out how to delete the entire word and not one letter at a time. I know how to delete the entire line. I have to go back to normal mode.
Wait, what do you
and
mean?
Then press
you don't know how to delete the entire... You showed yourself deleting the entire word earlier. You did DAW earlier. Did you... Did you forget what you already did in the video? Wait, the video is so long that he already forgot that he did this. So, sorry, I'll go in there. D-A-W. He already did that like in the video already.
D. It will delete it. So let's find that out as well. Delete word after or around cursor. D-A-W.
Do you notice how it's purple? It's because you've already clicked the link.
Explored this one before, didn't I? Okay, so I'm on the word play.
Yes, you did.
Insert mode with Control O. I say C-A-W, and then I'm back inside of the insert mode again, so I can say hello. Okay. Ooh, there's so much stuff to remember here. And this is only scratching the surface. Okay, let's delete this, and let's actually create that animation. Also, if you're in the normal mode, pressing 0 will jump to the beginning of a line, and pressing Shift 4 will jump to the end of the line. These two shortcuts don't make any sense, because 0 is on the right side of the keyboard, and it jumps to the left, and the $sign, why would that be the $sign?
Let me have a look. Where is the dollar? How does this work on the ADM3A? Is this another historical one, or is this just things being weird? Nope, this is just a weird one. This is just a weird one. I don't. Again, this goes back to what I'm saying, that a lot of the things in Vim are just, it's kind of always been like that, not because it's a good idea, but people like to cope about things being good ideas.
Anyway, so let's go here and start building out the animation, which I totally forgot how to do. So let's open Visual Studio Code and yoink it from here. If I copy this, and I just Control V. Ooh, yes I can. But it didn't paste with the correct.
Just wait. I assume Mac Vim, they've configured it out of the box to do paste properly. Okay, otherwise that wouldn't have worked. That's a Mac Vim thing.
Indentation.
Good Mac Vim for the sensible default config.
Now I want to paste it in here, so it doesn't remember the indentation. Okay, now I'll have to fix the indentation, but I want to do it with keyboard shortcuts that I just learned. So Escape to enter the normal mode, then 0 to jump to the beginning, I for insert, and Tab to increase the indentation. Or I can just do it like this. Much easier. Ooh, wait. Can I do it for everything? If I go into the visual mode, I should be able to select, then I should be able to go into the insert mode or not. Wait. Okay, visual mode, select everything. Then I can cut this out with DD. Then if I go into the insert mode, click tab, then escape insert mode, P to paste. It should have pasted with the right indentation, right?
No.
Not sure what happened here, so I'm going to undo three times. Okay, how do I increase the indentation of multiple lines of text? Visual mode, I select all of these.
This guy just jumps to hard things too fast. To be fair, this is what someone who's like not using tutorials to learn Vim is going to do. Well, that's the thing. He used a tutorial, right? But now like he's doing other things. What you often have happen is people they don't care about how hard something is. They care about the thing that they want to do, right? He wants to be able to indent all of the code because that's something you do. It doesn't matter oh, should you learn it this way or learn it that way? If you need to do it, you need to do it.
Interesting. Vim, increase indentation of multiple lines. Place the cursor on the first line you want to indent. Press V to enter visual mode. Use the arrow keys, J, K keys to select the lines you want to indent. Yes. Press the right thing to indent the selected lines.
There we go.
Okay, this is definitely going in the shortcuts folder. Ooh, and now I can use this command, :!, to run a command within my terminal. And
there you go. There's a fun one.
So if I do : this, and then say manim, and the name of this file, and the name of this scene, which is yoink, this should export this animation without me having to escape.
We'll see if it does weird things.
Back into it. Oh, yes, the file is ready at this place. And now if I press enter, I'm back into
we're good.
Okay. Let's see if that file is
Sometimes they can be a little bit funky.
If I open it, it should be the new animation. Oh, wait a minute. This is not the actual animation. Oh, I only wrote the code here, but I didn't actually save it. So if I do :
my favorite.
Write this to the file. And then if I do this again, it should export this file. Oh, inconsistent use of tabs and spaces in indentation. Whoops. So there is an error here somewhere. Is there something wrong here? Oh, there was an unnecessary comma here. Okay,
no,
does it...
You read out loud what the error was. And you're like, inconsistent use of tabs and spaces. Could it be the comma? No. No, it's not the comma.
Work. No. Actually, how do I add lines inside of here? The command is set number. I think I can do it inside of the configuration file, right? Okay,
Tab's better than spaces.
Number. Okay, so line 14 is where
Tab
we have
convert
a
to
problem.
spaces.
Let's
That's the real.
all the indentations. Then :W to write, exclamation mark, same command, and does it work? Yes. Okay, it's rendering the animation. And I think this should be good. So if I open this file now, I can already see that it's the right animation. Whew, okay. Beautiful, and it's in 4K. Now, one thing that I'm definitely missing here are code suggestions. So in VS Code, if I want to add a different parameter to a
now we're in a
for
fun
example,
part.
if I place
Okay.
a comma here, it will suggest what other attributes I can define for text. So for example, I can define the stroke width or add a gradient. And so I'm not sure if that's possible inside of Vim. Let's Google that. Vim code suggestions. Start typing something and then press Control N key combination to get Vim's auto completion suggestion. Okay, so if I go into the insert mode and start typing T2 equals text, hello. If I escape the insert mode and press Control N, no, that just gave me a new line. Auto completion in Vim. Use
I love. This is great.
N to get a list of word suggestions while in insert mode. Oh, I should have been in insert mode. So Control N. Ooh, okay. Now these are
This is not what you're looking for.
definitely not the suggestions I was expecting. Show suggestions in Vim Mac. Try COC and Vim. It uses language
your
servers
cock
to provide
out.
auto-completion, which is exactly what VS Code also uses. Ooh, yes. So this is a different version of Vim that has the suggestions. Okay, not going to install that now. Also,
No, it's not a different version of Vim. It's a plugin. It says it's a plugin on the thing. I can't stand auto-completion. I know there are some people like that for sure. I'm not one of them. I love auto-completion. It's great.
More thing that I want to try to do is learn how to comment stuff. In VS Code, I can do it with command and question mark, and it comments everything like this. How do I do that inside of Vim? What's a quick way to comment out lines? Put your cursor on the first this character, press Control V, and go down.
I have a shortcut to do this.
The last commented line and press X. Okay, so I need to insert the comment.
I don't think that's what he meant. Maybe it's what he meant.
Character. Then I go into visual mode, select the rest that I want to comment. That will delete all the characters vertically. Oh, this is for uncommenting. For commenting, go to the first line you want to comment, press Control V. This will put the editor in visual block mode. So essentially select a bunch of text. Now press Shift I, which will put
Nvim
the
is just a
editor
better
in
choice
insert
nowadays.
mode, and press the comment symbol. Then press Escape, give it a second, and it will insert another character on the other selected lines. Okay, I want to go into the visual mode, select everything, Shift I for insert mode, and put a hashtag symbol here, and then escape. No. Okay, let's do that again.
Oh, give me a second. Fucking delivery probably. This time, she actually made noise at the correct thing. There actually was someone at the door. It's rare that happens.
And V, select everything here, Shift I, insert this, and escape. Maybe it only works within the visual block mode. So if I do Shift V, visual line, select everything now, Shift I, then hashtag, and escape. No, that is definitely interesting. How do I comment?
Yeah, these are Samsung SR850s. That one? The cheap ones. Yeah, Samsung SR850s.
Multiple lines in Vim. Go to the first line you want to comment, press Control V, and select until the last line. That seems a lot simpler. Control V, select until the last line. Then press Shift I and the hashtag symbol, escape. Shift I, hashtag symbol, escape. Ooh, now it worked. Okay, now to uncomment, I'm going to do Control V for the visual mode, then Shift I, hashtag symbol once again, and escape. No, that just added double comments. How to uncomment now? Exactly. Select the same way as before, and then press X to delete the selected characters. Okay, select all of these. Oh, the block select mode just selects vertically without selecting anything.
The block select mode selects. Or just undo. No, you don't use. No, you don't. No, you don't U to undo. What are you even saying? That's not a solution. What? No, that doesn't remove the comments. You don't just comment something and then just uncomment it. Like that's no. That's not a no. He's doing it the correct way.
Else here. Okay, that makes sense. Then I just press X and it's uncommented. Okay.
He commented and you. No, you don't. Oh my god. No. No, you're completely wrong. Yes, you use to undo it. He's not saying how do you undo the thing he did. He's saying how do you undo the comments. No, you're making a terrible suggestion.
It's been a couple of days during which I consumed a
Linking
few
to the
videos
Primogen.
from the Primogen and became a more well coconut oiled Vim machine. The Primogen. So here
love the
are a
Primogen.
bunch of new tricks I learned, which now increased my speed of using Vim from 0.01% of my normal typing speed to 0.0101%.
Wow.
Of course, I'm still insanely slow, and I also figured out that I can use Vim keyboard shortcuts inside of Obsidian. So let's go over a few of these things. First,
yeah,
I
Obsidian's a
found
cool
this
program.
website called the Vim cheat sheet, which essentially just lays out all the Vim
We ever get Prime on Tech of a T again? I would love to have him back on. I have no issue with that, for sure.
keyboard shortcuts in one single page. You know, just a few keyboard shortcuts that you might want to remember. So I picked a few of these up from here, and also the Primogen videos, who is the most notorious Vim user.
The baguette? What am I doing? The French.
And here are the things I learned. First, I can use
What
B
was
and
that?
W. B jumps backwards, one word, and W jumps forwards, one word. So it's essentially exactly the same as when you're typing normally, but you hold
Random
Option on your
tangent.
keyboard, and then you can jump between
Yeah, that's
words
what's
by
been
pressing the
happening.
arrow keys. It's the same if you hold Control
Is
on them.
Prime
So
French?
those are the
No.
B and W
I don't
keys.
think
They
so.
jump over a word. Now here, E jumps forward to the end of the current word. I still haven't really used this one, but if I press E now, it should jump from the W to the D. Boink. Beautiful. Okay, but first we need to talk about this. Command line motion. I learned this from the Primogen. Essentially W, B, or E are motions. So in this case, they jump
Okay,
over
now we're
words.
cooking.
If I press B, it jumps backwards. If I press W, it jumps forwards. But turns out, inside of Vim, I can combine a command with a line and then a motion. In this case, I'll just combine the command with the motion. So for example, the command I want to execute now is delete this word. And the command for
We are
delete is
27 minutes into the video and you decided to watch a Primogen tutorial.
D. So if I press D and then W, it will delete the entire word because it deleted what my cursor jumped over. Now if I press U, it will undo. The same the other way. I can press D and then B, which will jump over this word. And so I'll combine a command,
That's
which
a
is
bad
delete,
joke.
with a motion, which is jump over the word. So if I press B, the A is gone. Beautiful. Let's move on to a few more keyboard shortcuts. F and T finds a character in the current line. So for instance, if I go to the beginning of this line and press F and then C right after it, my cursor should jump from here to the letter C. So F, C, yes, there it is. And again, just like before,
And you
if I
can
want to
end
say
to jump to the
delete
next one if you want
everything
to.
from the beginning up to the character C, I can go to the beginning with 0, then press D, which is the command for delete. And now I have to say what I want to delete, and I want to delete up to the
Isn't
character
Brodie always
C.
drinking
So I'll
tea?
say F to find that character, and then C.
sometimes
and
I
it
brush
got
my
rid of
teeth just before I
everything,
started the
including the letter
episode.
C. Undo that. So this can be insanely powerful once you get used to how to use this.
Yeah,
Next
getting
one
used
is
to it's the
O,
problem.
Which inserts a new line above the cursor. Well, that's below the cursor. So let's replace this with CW and say below. Beautiful. DD to delete this line. And let's go down. Actually, let's open up a program that will show the keys I'm pressing on the keyboard. So now if I move left, it shows what I'm pressing. Let's move it over here. Okay, here are a bunch more keyboard shortcuts that I learned. Not going to go over all of them, but I will go over a few of them. Oh,
Copy thing. Wait. Oh, wait. So it has pasting set up properly, but not. Ah, yeah. Okay. So pasting set up properly, but it's not. Copying's not set up properly. That's really. Again, Macs are weird.
that was a capital O before. So never mind. Capital O inserts a line above the cursor. So if I press Shift O, it will insert it above my cursor. And if I just press O, it will insert a new line below my cursor. That makes sense. Also, if you have line numbers, or even if you don't have line numbers, you can specify how many lines you want your cursor to jump. So for example, if I wanted to jump from here to line number 7, I can say 7J, which will jump 7 lines down. Obviously, my math wasn't right, and it jumped by 7 lines, so we ended up on line number 8. Now, I really want to play this game called the Vim Be Good game, made by, you guessed it, the Primogen. It's essentially a game
Is this
that
just now turning into a Primogen ad?
teach you how to be a well coconut oiled machine with Vim. Now, I have no clue how to use GitHub. Vim Be Good is a plugin designed to make you better at Vim by
I
creating
don't believe that for a second. Again, you have a tutorial on how to use Manum. I don't believe you don't know how to use GitHub.
A game to practice basic movements in. Instructions are at the top of games. Installation. Must use Neovim 5.x. Use your favorite plugin manager to install. Only works on NVim. That's Neovim, I think. The only true Vim. What's
exactly
the difference between Vim and Neovim? Neovim
it's
is based
better
on the Vim code base, so it retains many of the performance advantages of Vim. One major difference between Neovim and Vim is that Neovim better supports asynchronous plugins. Install NVim Mac. Neovim Home. Can I do this through the package manager? Brew install.
Probably.
NVim. Does that work? I think it is working. Professional user. Brew upgrade. This is gonna take 5 million years. Okay, Neovim is installed. So let's see
I hate
if it
Medium
works
articles.
the same as regular Vim. Oh, that was slightly slower. Okay. What's this white bar at the bottom? Not sure. The line numbers are also gone. Is it set number? Yes, it is. So I think it's the same as Vim, but it's not the same. Wow. So to play this game, I must use my favorite plugin manager to install. What is actually the best plugin manager? I use plug and everything works fine. Beautiful. Installation.
Pretty good choice.
Download plug.vim and put it in the auto load directory. Click here to see instructions. Okay, do I just copy this and paste it in my terminal? Oh, something happened. You can automate this process by putting the command in your Vim configuration file as suggested here. Should have probably read this before. Place the following
Probably a
code
good
in
idea.
your Vim RC before plug begin call. Oh, I did this for Vim and not Neovim. Great. So I think I have this installed. Usage. Add a Vim plug section to your Vim RC or config Neovim something.
Oh,
For
wait, now we're
example,
gonna get
this.
into the
Okay,
lower
let's copy
parts we
this, and
complained
also
about.
let's go
Okay.
here. So I want Neovim into this place, and inside of here, I want to put this. Okay, list your plugins here. So now if I go to Vim Be Good and then put this in here, boom, and then write this. Can't open a file for writing. No such file in directory. Wait, can I not write this file? Maybe it doesn't exist. Can I do :X? No. How to create an Vim config file? Here. Okay, so if I copy this and open up a new terminal, and then if I cd into here, it says that there's no such file or directory. So
Firstly,
then if I cd
I have a feeling he's missing some yeah, seeding into a file. Firstly, one or both of these folders are missing.
Into here, it says that there's no such file or directory. So mkdir and vim to create the Neovim folder, and then I need initmate.vim file, so I can create that. Touch
there we go.
init.vim, and now if I just go back and paste this in, no such file or directory. What? Oh, now it wrote it for some. Just
Wait,
go back
what did
and
you
paste.
Again, I don't believe for a second that he's not doing this on purpose.
This in, no such file or directory. What? Oh, now it wrote it for some reason. Okay, so let's quit this. Let's quit that as well. Okay, let's go back into the code project. I'm insanely confused. Let's go into command mode and do vim be good. Boom. Not an editor command. I just want to play the vim be good game, please. Okay, you are in an empty file, so first execute the following vim be good. This will echo the available set of games. Okay, maybe I need to create a new file like this, just Neovim. Okay, and now if I do vim be good, boom. Never mind again. Maybe the
Again, he's not reading the error message. It's literally saying that you don't, the editor command doesn't exist. If it doesn't exist, that probably means it's not installed.
Installation of the plugin didn't work. So let's do Neovim, and then
there
let's
we
go
go.
into
Okay.
this location. Boom. Yes, we have call plugin begin. List your plugins here. This is the plugin.
Have you considered looking at the documentation for plug?
To install plugins with plug into Neovim.
Okay, here we go. Now we're making progress.
Vim.plug and put it in the auto load directory. That's definitely not what I did. So here is plug.vim. I'm going to open this, copy all of this, and go back to the tutorial. So inside of the config,
Yeah, this is the correct option. Just go look at someone's video on it.
Neovim folder. He makes a new folder called auto load. So let's do that here. Okay, dir auto load. He made another directory called vim-plug. Clear everything. And now we have the auto load folder here, the init.vim file, and the vim plug folder. Beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, then he goes into auto load. Let's make a new file called plug.vim. Boom. And then I want to paste everything from here into this folder. Okay, stuff is happening. Okay, write and quit. Beautiful. Now I have this file with all of this code inside of the auto load folder. Oh, and he put the init.vim file inside of the vim plug folder. Can't I just leave it inside of the nvim folder though? Let's delete the vim-plug directory. So now I only have the autoload folder and this vim file. So I'm going to go inside of it, the init.vim file, and inside of the plug begin command, he put the directory of the autoload folder and something else there, and I have nothing inside here. So I'm also going to put that there. You know what, I'm just going to copy what he typed. /config and vim autoload /plugged. Oh, the init.vim file starts as soon as vim starts. That's valuable information.
Yes, because it's init for initialize.
Oh, I need to first install all of the plugins with the...
You would know this if you read the documentation for the fucking program. Just read. Just read.
The plug install command already up to date. Okay, so I have the plugin here, and if I now do vim be good, it works. Yes. Okay, finally. I have spent some...
He would rather make his own documentation than read the actual docs. Yeah.
So much time just trying to install this. So now we have a few games. Delete from the list to select. So I can play all of these games. The first one I want to try is the HJKL game to help with the movement. So all I need to do is go here and click DD to delete it. Okay, game starts in 3, 2, 1. Remove the X with using only H, J, K, and L and X. Remember, this is for you to be better. Using the arrow keys only makes you dumber. Trust me, I'm a scientist. X. Round 10 out of 10. Boom. Where do you want to go next? Delete the line. Menu, replay, or quit. Let's go back to the menu and let's explore another game. Oh, select the difficulty. Easy, medium, hard, nightmare.
Nightmare. Do it.
Ooh, go left. Okay. Struggling hard. Oh, well, okay. No, it's up, right. Okay. Down, right. There. No.
I actually like this is really cool.
No. Replay.
It's cool that Primogen made this.
Okay, 10 out of 10 completed successfully. Average 2.57 something. Let's try another game. What about
seconds? Seconds is the unit we use to measure time.
words? Game starts in 3, 2, 1. Use W and DW to delete the different word in the line. Jar, bar. So I need to go to... Oh, that changed. So I need to delete dar now. So W, DW. Okay, that's pretty good so far. Oh, W, DW. Wait, W, DW. That was stressful. Let's definitely replay this. Completed successfully. Let's go back to the menu and explore the other game. I
probably should mess around with this actually. This is actually really cool.
I'm not sure how it's called. Replace the content of the outer container or the executable container of the if statement W with bar. Example. Wait, this is just a bunch of random symbols I don't understand. Oh, these are two separate columns. Okay. If foo, then QUX. If foo, then bar. So I need to replace QUX inside of these with bar. And here I assume it's a different example. So everything here inside of these brackets needs to be replaced with bar. I have absolutely no clue how to do this. Okay, instead of doing the
maybe
game,
don't do it on nightmare mode
file and try to practice this without the game. So here I can insert this and enter some text, some more text, and enter and close these. I use the arrow key. That is not allowed. L H I delete escape L X. Beautiful. So how do I now delete this? Do I enter visual mode and then select everything below and then say DD? No, not sure what I'm doing. Let's go here, visual mode, select here, and then to replace something, isn't it CAW? Oh, it's just C. So bar. Okay, so first I need to get inside the parentheses, then select everything, press C, and
it's almost like the section name mentioned what you had to do.
Type in bar. Let's do this one more time. So what if I'm at the beginning? What's the fastest way to get to this A here? I need to be on this line, then FA, visual mode, select everything, and C bar. Okay, that's good. And let's play the game. Wait, that was a rookie move. I need to do 10 down. Whew, god damn. Okay, let's delete this. Game starts in 3, 2, 1. So where's the game? Oh, it's down here. So if here, wait, that's no. Visual mode, down, C bar. Visual mode, C bar. Wait, oh, I missed that one. Visual mode X bar. Oh, 10 completed successfully. There's no way I completed every single one successfully. Let's replay this. Round 10 out of 10. Okay, this game was difficult. Let's go to the
doing it in the complete. There's only so much you can. There's only so much you can do with a Vim game if you don't read the instructions and what the game wants you to do.
I think this will be about relative line numbers. Oh, Mr. Primo Juan, I think your game has a few bugs. Or I just suck. Vim, be good. Probably
both.
Boom. Test your ability to hop by relative line numbers. To win the game, delete the line that says delete me. Oh, but I need to turn on relative line numbers. How to enable relative line numbers in Vim or Neovim? For Neovim, edit the init Lua file, usually at this location. Let's quickly do that. Boom. And here, let's add a new line that says Vim VO relative number true. Paste that. Here and write and quit. Does it have relative line numbers now? Or I can just say this. Relative number equals.
This is what I was talking about. Okay, I see what you mean. No, not by default.
True cannot open file true. What does that mean? So if I go into relative, are there line numbers? No. Oh, the configuration file always kills me. Okay, so what is wrong here? The next time you open Vim or Neovim, the configuration you added.
It told. Okay, this is back to the not reading part.
Should see relative line numbers enabled. Oh, do I also need normal line numbers? Set number, I think? Yeah, set number. So everything here should be good then. Okay, so let's actually quit out of Vim in general. And let's do Neovim again. Enter. Then let's do Vim be good. And I don't think there are line numbers here. Or are there? There are. Okay, but these are just regular numbers, not relative numbers. So why does that not work? Okay.
Like, if I see it say, hey, open something.lua, and I notice I have a something.vim. I'm like, why are those different? What? My next thing would be, what is a knit.lua? A knit.lua versus a knit.vim.
Open Neovim. Error detecting while processing the config file. Line 8. No match WO. So it doesn't see this WO for some reason. Why? Or do I need to move everything here up top? Let's try to do that with keyboard shortcuts. So first, visual line mode, down, and then D, then escape. Go to the beginning with GG, then Shift O to insert a new line.
Yeah, now we're having fun.
Mode, and P to paste. Yes. Save this, go back to Neovim, quit Neovim, go back in. And it still says the same. Line 3, no match WO. Okay, can't I just do set relative number instead of set number or set this? Let's try this. And if I add more lines, yes, these are relative line numbers. So
you can use set relative.
The way these work, as of my understanding, is here it shows which line you're currently on. So right now I'm on line number 9. And what happens if I want to jump, for example, over here? This would be line number 4, but here it says 5, and it's because instead of showing the line number, it shows how far away it is from my mouse cursor, so that I can say 5 and then up to jump to this line. I'm not sure why it selected anything. It must have been in the visual mode.
That would do it.
Let's go back into Vim be good and try to do the relative game. There's so many numbers now. So here I want to jump 5 lines down and delete. 10 lines up, delete. That was pretty good. Let's go back to the menu. We've already done the movement game. What's guacamole? Use Vim movements to locate the character with the arrow under it as quickly as possible. Then invert the character's case.
I hate relative line numbers. It's a hit and miss thing. It depends on how you feel about it. Honestly, it just depends on how, on what you're trying to do, right? Like what your goals are in moving around.
Win. YouTube comment sections are almost always encouraging and uplifting. Random is the best one. So I need to move my cursor to the end and make it uppercase. So FC, delete, uppercase. Whoops. So FOX, insert mode. Oh, didn't make it. Delete, insert mode. Okay, whoa. This game is destroying me. 0 out of 10 completed successfully. That's a perfect score. Quick replay, maybe? Okay, let's try to get the perfect score. So FBXI, capital B. F, V, X, escape, insert, to the right, YouTube. Okay, F, L, X, escape, insert, L. Oh my god. 9 out of 10 completed successfully. This just broke my brain completely. I'm definitely coming back to this game later. Let's do random. So is it going to pick a random game out of all of these?
Or
yes. No. Okay, visual mode, up, C, bar. Oh, it's random within random.
Still doing the thing wrong. It still says what you have to do. And he still didn't read it. Hope any 16-year-old Aussies are not here. What is the joke here?
Okay, to
I'm
the
not
right,
seeing what you're
X,
saying.
I, N. Escape, go to the X, left, X. Oh my god, this is difficult.
Really?
Whew, that was 10 out of 10. Oh, but my fingers and my brain hurt so much. Let's go back to the menu.
Vim's like
and let's
that.
make this a little more interesting. And
Oh,
let's
wait,
do
he was on
random nightmare
easy.
mode. There's absolutely no chance that I will get at least one. So let's aim for 1 out of 10 score. Boom. I just deleted it.
I thought he was on Nightmare already. Oh, this is just really difficult. Okay.
Everything that was panic. F, A, semicolon, semicolon. No. Okay. W. Oh, well, okay. 10. Delete. Okay, there's one. Right, X, insert E. Nope. F, H. Okay, well, 6 up. Delete. F, H, X, I. Never mind. Escape. 5 down. Oh, it's over. Boom. 4 out of 10 on nightmare mode. That's a professional score right there. Okay, let's leave this game for now. Now, I'm pretty sure there's another game like this on the Vim website. Vim Game Practice. Vim Adventures. Yes, this is the one. Learning Vim while playing
Well, it's not on the
Press
Vim
N
website.
key to start. Oh, I can just walk anywhere. There is a maze. Remember, words are not words. Interesting. Hello. There's a built-in help system in this game. If you ever
This is
need
another
full
cool one
explanation
that I
or
need to look at
example
some
on
point.
what a key does or how it's used, type help followed by the key. For example, try help J. Help J. J is emotion. Okay, that's good. So did I just come here for no reason? Can I do
Probably.
10 up? Oh, I don't yet have the U button. There's a key. I got the key. There's a chest. Boink. Oh, that did something. Moving up or down to a shorter line moves you at the last column in the shorter line. Oh, so just like in Vim. Can't go here. To reach the treasure chest, you should know words are separated by spaces. You need W, E, and B buttons, capitals, to navigate words. Ah, okay. So I need that treasure chest. So B. What do you mean I don't have the B button? I suck at this game. So what keys do I have? H, J, K, L, and the semicolon. Wait, can I not beat the first level here? But I got 4 out of 10 on Nightmare Random mode in the Primogen game.
Okay, maybe this game isn't the best. It gamifies it too much.
The Primogen game, I guess. Just kidding. Oh, okay. I need to go here and do J a bunch of times, and then I'll end up there. Oh, that was the whole thing. Okay. And boom,
okay, yeah, it does gamify it a bit too much.
You learned the HJKL skill. Go on. This took way too long than it should have taken. There will come a time before open source's golden age and the darkness is deep. What? To fulfill the prophecy, you have to understand Vim words. Finding W, B, and E will help you navigate words. Wait, what does E do? Forward to the end of a word. Wait, there's a key there. Got the key. And B motion moves backward.
Wait, what does E do? Wait, you already did a part of the video about what E does.
2 and 3. There we go. A smoking hot babe at the top. Okay,
Yeah, brother.
let's end this game for now. But basically, you can use these games to train your Vim knowledge. I also figured out that I can use Vim in VS Code. So let's try to experiment how this works as well. Let's open this project that I used within Vim. Everything seems to be going wrong here. How to use Vim mode in VS Code. There's a Vim extension installed.
Not that one. Not that one. That's a bit rough.
Go up, DD, go up, DD, go up even more. Go to the beginning of this line, insert mode, delete the indentation, escape, shift G, delete a bunch of lines, tab, T equals text. But why do these indentations not work? It's strange. Oh, that's because they're indented twice. So that's the Vim experience, ladies and mental gen. Now, obviously, I'm still a complete noob.
Well, I would say that's the Manum experience.
What I'm doing. I'm also extremely slow with it, but I can definitely see how it can become an insanely fast text editor or code editor for someone because there's so many commands and keyboard shortcuts that can get things done without even having to move your hand to another place on the keyboard, let alone your mouse. But there's a steep, very steep learning curve in the beginning. If you've been using Visual Studio Code, then reprogramming your brain to use Vim is definitely going to take some time. And from what it seems like, the keyboard shortcuts that I have written down here don't even scratch the surface of what you can do with Vim. Oh, and there's one final thing I forgot to mention. Psych.
Oh.
Today I'm making a Make-A-Wish kit.
No. Back.
Vim is a tech.
Okay. So what do we say about this video? The video's more about the project than the tool. It kind of is. Like, a lot of that video was like getting Manum working, learning how to use Python. It's very trolly. It is very, very Very trolly. Timestamps, start, end. True. I like his channel. I do. But, like, you have to keep in mind that, yeah, you're gonna be in for... You're gonna be in for getting trolled just a little bit. Just a tiny little bit. Oh, Lord. Anyway, go watch Bog. If you don't like, if you're not subbed to Bog already, go sub to his channel. From the other videos I thought about him being a troll. After this video, I knew he was a troll. Yeah, pretty much.